A car so tiny it's basically a Lego brick on wheels. A vehicle so affordable that it costs less than most people's annual coffee budget. And an electric runabout that'll literally fit in your living room if you want it to. Yeah, these are the mini electric vehicles taking over city streets in 2026, and they're changing the game for urban mobility. Starting with a vehicle so small, some countries let 14-year-olds drive it. See, back in 2020, Citroën decided the world needed something completely different and launched the Ami. This isn't even technically a car. It's classified as a quadricycle, which means it dodges all the usual regulations that make cars expensive and complicated. At just 2.4 meters long and weighing only 458 kilograms, the Ami is basically the automotive equivalent of a smartphone. Small, simple, and built for one purpose. And here's the crazy part. This thing starts at just 7,695 pounds in the UK, making it one of the cheapest ways to get into electric mobility. The Ami maxes out at 28 miles per hour, which sounds ridiculously slow, until you realize most city centers have 20 miles per hour zones anyway. It's got an 8-horsepower motor and a 5.5 kilowatt-hour battery that gives you about 46 miles of range. Sure, that's not much, but when you consider you can charge it from a regular household outlet in just 3 hours, it starts to make sense for the daily commute. And the design is brilliant in its simplicity, because the doors are identical on both sides. One hinges from the front and one from the back, which cuts production costs massively. The front and rear panels are also the same. This isn't laziness, it's genius cost-cutting that gets passed on to you. But if you want something with more refinement and actual car credentials, the 2026 Mini Cooper Electric is where things get serious. Starting at 26,905 pounds for the Cooper E, this is grown-up urban electric mobility. The base model has a 36.6 kilowatt-hour battery, offering 185 miles of range. But most people go for the Cooper SE at 29,905 pounds with its 49.2 kilowatt-hour battery, good for 247 miles. That's enough for your work commute all week, with juice left for a weekend trip. The SE pumps out 215 horsepower and sprints to 60 in about 7 seconds, properly quick for a city car. And, if you're feeling spicy, the John Cooper Works at 34,905 pounds has 255 horsepower that'll do the same sprint in under 6 seconds. But what matters for city driving is the turning circle of just 10.2 meters, making it a dream to thread through tight streets and squeeze into impossible parking spots. The interior features a massive 9.4-inch circular OLED screen controlling everything, and Mini's reliability rating sits at the top of manufacturer rankings. Now, let's talk Italian flair with the Fiat 500e, because if you want something that looks like a fashion accessory on wheels, this is it. The 2026 model sits at around $37,695 in the US market, which is steep, but people love this thing. The 500e runs a 117 horsepower motor, hitting 60 miles per hour in about 8 seconds. And while it only manages about 149 miles of range with its 42 kilowatt-hour battery, it's designed for urban use where you're rarely driving over 30 miles daily. The interior shines with retro styling, making you feel like you're in a modernized 1960s Italian cafe racer. The 10.3-inch touchscreen is intuitive, wireless phone charging and automatic climate control come standard, and the ride is firm but quiet at city speeds. With a turning circle rivaling the Mini, the 500e parks almost anywhere. It's expensive compared to Chinese competitors, but you're paying for that unmistakable Italian design. But if value is what you're after, the Hyundai Inster is about to blow your mind. Starting at just 23,505 pounds in the UK, this tiny SUV-styled electric car rewrites the rules on affordable EVs. The standard range has a 42 kilowatt-hour battery delivering 203 miles, while the long range, at 26,755 pounds, packs 49 kilowatt-hours for 229 miles. Actually achieving these numbers in real testing. The Inster might be small at 3.8 meters, but it's got a trick. In higher trims, rear seats slide 16 centimeters, letting you choose between massive legroom or a boot, expanding from 238 to 351 liters. The interior feels premium, with dual 10.25-inch screens, heated seats, a heated wheel, and a heat pump standard. Soft suspension soaks up potholes easily, Steering is light and precise, and Hyundai's reliability means it'll last. Charging maxes at 85 kilowatts, about 30 minutes for 10 to 80%. But for this price, you're getting more car than expected. Now here's where things get really interesting with the Renault 5 E-Tech Electric, which took the European market by storm in 2025 and is dominating 2026. Starting at just £21,495 for the Evolution trim with the Urban Range battery, this is hands down one of the best value electric cars you can buy. The base model comes with a 40 kilowatt-hour battery, offering 190 miles of range and a 119 horsepower motor that'll do 0 to 62 inches 9 seconds. But the real sweet spot is the Techno Plus trim at £23,945, which gets you the comfort range setup with a 52 kilowatt-hour battery, delivering 252 miles of range and a 148 horsepower motor. The Renault 5 is retro-inspired perfection, channeling the iconic 1970s original with modern electric vehicle technology. The design is absolutely spot on, with LED headlights that look like winking eyes, a small digital display on the hood that shows a number 5 when the battery is fully charged, and proportions that just work from every angle. Inside, you get dual 10.25-inch screens running Google services for navigation and apps, seats upholstered in recycled fabric that Renault calls denim, and enough interior space for 4 adults, despite the compact footprint. The ride quality is excellent, with soft suspension that handles city bumps brilliantly while still being composed enough for spirited driving on twisty roads. The turning circle of 10.3 meters makes parking a breeze, and the 326-liter boot is genuinely practical for a small car. Oh, and it can even tow up to 500 kilograms, which is basically unheard of in this segment. The Renault 5 also features bi-directional charging, which means you can use it as a home battery, charging when electricity is cheap and selling it back during peak hours. This thing won What Car's Small Electric Car of the Year award, and it's easy to see why. Let's shift gears to something completely different with the 2026 Mini Countryman SE, all 4, the bigger sibling in Mini's electric lineup. Starting around $50,100, this is Mini's first proper electric SUV, and it's making waves. The Countryman SE packs a dual-motor all-wheel drive setup delivering serious performance with up to 212 miles of range from its substantial battery pack. What sets this apart is the sheer amount of interior space. It seats 5 comfortably, has a massive panoramic moonroof as standard, and the cargo area is actually usable for family duty. The 9.4-inch OLED display carries over from the Cooper, but the experience is elevated with premium materials throughout, including the optional Vesson upholstery made from recycled materials. The head-up display comes standard, projecting speed and navigation right in your line of sight. And the 8 Mini Experience modes let you customize everything from the ambient lighting to the driving dynamics. On the road, the Countryman SE maintains that classic Mini go-kart feel despite weighing considerably more than the smaller Cooper. The dual motors provide instant all-wheel drive traction, making it surprisingly capable in less than ideal weather conditions. Plus, with thousands of charging stations across the country and home installation services available through partnerships, range anxiety is becoming a thing of the past. For families who want electric mobility without sacrificing space or that distinctive Mini character, the Countryman SE delivers in spades. Now, if we're talking about the ultimate city car for 2026, the BYD Atto 1 is creating chaos in the affordable EV market. Launching at just $23,990 for the Essential version, this Chinese newcomer undercuts virtually everything, while the top-spec Premium at $27,990 still beats most competitors on price and specs. BYD has been dominating globally, and the Atto 1 brings that expertise to the small car segment with serious range and build quality that punches above its price. The Dacia Spring represents the absolute entry point for new EVs at under $20,000 in many markets. This Romanian-built city car is as basic as electric vehicles get, but that's the point. It's designed for people who need affordable, reliable transportation without luxury features or blistering performance. With enough range for daily commuting at a price that makes it accessible to a wider audience, the Spring is democratizing electric mobility in a way few vehicles have managed. The Peugeot E208 continues to be a strong contender for 2026, offering sophisticated French styling with a 268-mile range and refined driving experience. It's priced similarly to the Mini Cooper Electric, but takes a more conventional approach, making it perfect for buyers who want elegance without the premium German price tag. The Citroën C3 brings affordable electric mobility starting at around £22,000 with 199 miles of range and soft suspension tuned for city comfort. It's straightforward, practical, and perfect for buyers who want something simple and comfortable without breaking the bank. The Cupra Born adds a sportier edge to the segment, sharing its platform with the VW ID.3, but with sharper looks and better dynamics. Starting around £32,000, it delivers 264 miles of range and can hit 60 miles per hour in 7 seconds, perfect for buyers wanting something more special than a standard hatchback. The MG4 deserves credit for bringing affordable performance to the market. Starting well below £30,000 with up to 281 miles of range, this Chinese-built hatchback offers genuine value. The rear-wheel drive gives it more engaging character than most rivals, and it's proven itself as a solid, dependable choice. Drop a comment below and let me know which of these mini EVs you'd actually buy, or if you think I missed one that deserves to be on this list. And if you found this video helpful, hit that like button and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this.